Wake up, kids, it's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gang's dumb commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have it even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons, it's Shaturday Morning Cartoons.
Happy Shaturday! Welcome to Shaturday Morning Cartoons. Your Shaturday Morning Mysteries crew is here. That's Joe and Nick of the Found Footage Festival. Professor Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum in Columbus, Ohio. I'm George. How's everyone doing today? This lovely morning?
Excellent.
Good, doing very good.
All right.
Thank you for asking. It's very nice of you to ask us how we're doing, George. But yeah, the answer is good.
Great.
Yep.
Before we dive in, does anyone have anything they'd like to share? A mug, a cereal?
We're watching like a comic strip thing today, right?
Yes.
I thought I have a shitload of mugs over there, and I thought I would do this one because it is a comic strip. And Caitlin, you are the expert, but I don't understand this comic at all.
Okay. Singing about music, maybe singing a little song to himself. Okay, and then he
All
sings
right.
sees okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's it? Okay.
Hold on. No, we're
Yeah.
not done yet. And then,
he picks
Yep.
it up and
Plays one of the
plays the
instruments.
anthropomorphic instrument, which is kind of gross if you really think
uh-huh.
about it. So
And
maybe
then,
Tanglewood.
Oh, yeah.
are you serious? Do you get it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is Tanglewood? Is Tanglewood a reference to something that
I
I'm
have
not aware
no
of?
idea.
It must be. Yeah.
Maybe you know what? Maybe it was maybe it's like from Branson or something, and like it was like like fiddlers, and like the cat wanted to be a fiddler, and then he
Let's
put
go
up a
Branson.
penguin. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds right. Great. Perfect.
That's I'm going with that. I don't
His
know.
explanation is one any I've heard so far.
Yeah. I've got a tangentially comics related mug. So this has my muse, my spirit woman on it, Maxine.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Oh,
knows her
yeah.
and loves her.
All
Yeah.
It says, "You're only as old as you feel, and I haven't been felt in years."
Oh, feel a little naughty.
Sexually
All right.
frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Oh,
that's my gal.
Maxine. Yeah.
I relate to that. I went with cereal because there've been some fun ones coming out. I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch cinnamon rolls. I've had the churro shape. I've had the apple pie, version cinnamon rolls. But here's the problem: not sweet enough. The best part about cinnamon rolls is the frosting. You don't get that. So luckily, I found Cinnamon Toast Crunch frosting, and I'm gonna dip the cinnamon rolls in the frosting. I think that's how you start breakfast. That is a breakfast that is going to give you the energy to last you the whole day.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yep.
What are you actually going to do? Are you actually going to do that?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna do it right now.
Oh, it's
Try it.
vegan? It's vegan?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cinnamon Toast Crunches. Yeah. So you
But
dip it in the
cream
frosting.
is? I feel like it's full of eggs. Nick,
No,
check it. You might want to check it.
Most these canned frostings are full of preservatives, but no dairy or eggs. It's just a lot of
Thank goodness.
hydrogenated oils. Yep. So
Bullet
Okay.
dodged.
the frosting is very good. Yeah. It's very sweet, but not bad. Not bad.
Like for a vegan, you do eat like shit, don't you? Like you are a vegan, but like as far as vegans go, like you do pretty much eat like shit. I've seen you down entire boxes of
But not
like,
animal shit, and that's what
not
counts.
animal shit, but like
Exactly.
but
I'm
like
sure
I've
it
seen
gets in there. There's some animal shit in every product.
definitely there's animal feces and everything. But like like I've seen you down boxes of Triscuits in one fell swoop.
Oh, on a game night, sure. But during the week, I eat very healthy. But I do like my snacks. I like my salty snacks. I admit fully. And the only time I eat cereal like this is on this show.
Yeah, I think that was Leonard Cohen who said there's animal feces in everything. That's what lets the light in.
Yep. No, that
Beautiful.
is an exact quote. Yep.
I went with a comic strip related mug. This is the 1807 comic strip, the Oh Grab Me, mocking the Embargo Act of 1807, the Jefferson administration. Hilarious. It holds
Classic.
up. It holds up.
Does the last panel say Tanglewood?
Good
Yeah.
shit.
It's yeah, thanks for spoiling it, but yes. All right. So, here on Shaturday Morning Cartoons, we've watched a few episodes of animated series that were based on comic strips. And today we're going to be watching another one. This is Archie's TV Funnies, a 1971 animated series that was essentially an anthology of several newspaper strips strung together. So that was essentially an anthology of essentially. Let's watch the opening credits of it to get an idea of what we're working with here.
Good song.
Good opening theme. I like, or the whole thing is great.
It really goes on too.
I wish I had Melinda pictures.
A little repetitive, but
This is awesome.
It's still going.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic.
Oh,
It's
that
got to
was
live
wild.
up to it. Got to
Yeah.
live up to it.
Yeah.
I would love to hear the Ramones do a cover of that.
Anybody.
Oh,
Yeah. As you've seen, this show covers comic strips that are both famous and essentially forgotten. So it's a good thing we have a genuine comic strip expert here. As usual, the only one of us qualified to actually talk about any of this. So this show is supposed to be like opening the newspaper and reading a bunch of very different strips. Something that I guess is, does that still happen? Or can you still do that? I think-
No.
okay, you can't do that.
Barely. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to just go over some of the history of the strips very briefly that are covered. The Captain and the Kids started life as the Katzenjammer Kids in 1897. After a legal dispute with Hearst Publishing, Dirks took his concept over to Pulitzer Publishing and changed the name to Captain and the Kids. Meanwhile, another artist took over the Katzenjammer Kids back at Hearst, so there were two strips going with essentially the same characters for years. And feel free to interrupt, Caitlin, when I make a mistake.
I'm just watching. This is like what I do and I'm teaching and a student is presenting.
well,
You
you
got your
Very-
red
well
pen
done
out,
so far. Though the
taking notes.
title changed a few times, but partially because of World War One and World War II feelings about Germans and not wanting it to be Katzenjammer anymore. So it was a Shenanigan Kids at one point as well. But yes, insanely old. One of the first comic strips makes no sense for why it should be relevant in a 1971 Saturday morning cartoon. But
Right.
will you give George a letter grade at the end of this too?
sure.
Okay, all right.
B
Be
minus.
brutal. Be brutal.
So you've got Ernie Bushmiller's Nancy, which was introduced in a comic strip called, well, you know this. Everything I say, Caitlin's like, yep. But to everyone else, Nancy was
I don't
introduced
know this.
in a comic strip called Fritzy Ritz as her mischievous niece in 1933. You've got Moon Mullins, started in 1923 by Frank Willard. It's about a lowbrow boxer. I'm laughing.
Moon Mullins was that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like the bug-eyed guy. It's like a reference to moonshine. He's a drunk. Yeah. Ne'er-do-well.
The lighter side of alcoholism.
Yeah.
There's Bill Holman's Smokey Stover. It's about the adventures of a screwy fireman, which started in 1935. And Howard Post's Dropouts, which was about two guys trapped on a desert island, which started in 1968. There are others. There were Dick Tracy and Broomhilda, but those segments were really long, so we're not going to be watching those today. Maybe on another episode. But there was one season of 13 episodes produced by Filmation. It ran on CBS for 3 years from 1971 to 1973 with those same 13 episodes. And it was the fourth incarnation of the Archie show. Now, Archie did not start out as a comic strip, but as a comic book character in Pep Comics number 22. This is currently on eBay for $475,000. Anyone out there, purchase it. Send us a picture holding it.
Donate it to the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum.
Yeah. You could donate it. Yeah, you could donate it too. What? So wait, that Pep Comics, it looked like it was like Action Comics, but then the Archies were within that, and they were some teens that were okay.
Yeah.
Some double dyed. Okay.
So this is 1971. Most of these strips were extremely long in the tooth, but man, they tried. And this is a great example of how few things can be adapted to other mediums, no matter how good they are. So with that
Okay.
in mind,
Hi, gang. It's time for Archie's TV Funnies. Today, we have a spooky
I don't like the
story
voice.
for
I
you.
wasn't expecting that voice.
All about
Yeah.
the ghost of Swedlow Swamp.
Ghosts? Oh, phooey. Just wait till Moose and I get out there. We'll check with the boys later on our swampy spook, but now a nutty bunch who really take the cake. The captain
boy.
and the kids.
That looks delicious. Shh, Yvonne, Mama should hear you.
There, darlings. This cake is sure to win the prize
The June
of the
foray?
cake baking contest.
Yeah, Mama. It's beautiful.
Now, don't you angels touch it while my back is turned.
Wait, where'd this audience come
Ooh,
from?
laugh track.
Yeah.
don't real comic strips have laugh tracks?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do, bad boys? Do to Mama's cake.
Mama.
What a spanking will you get? What? So. Oh, Yonkers! Now, guard the cake while Mama gets dressed for the cake contest.
Yeah, Mama. Would you believe that? That's pretty hokey.
Quick, make the anvil.
What is going on?
Classic gag.
Yep.
There.
I feel like most jokes in cartoons back then were anvil related.
Is it long enough?
Yeah.
Sure, just watch me.
They never give up.
I think I got it. For this, it's stuck. Give a pull. Did I pull too hard?
What? Oh, that's too bad. Goodbye. The cake contest is postponed. Eat hard.
Are they Germans or are they German
What
Americans?
about the
They're-
captain and inspector?
George, can you pause?
I believe they're German American.
Yeah, the German Americans, as were like the creators of it, though they passed it off, I think as Dutch during World War One. But also Mama, the character, I love because she's where like as far as I can tell, she's where the like woman with a rolling pin trope comes,
Classic.
which is like,
yeah.
of course, something I
She
threaten
just
Eric
needs the
with all the
curler.
time. I'm sure
Yes.
Albertina does too.
Always, yeah.
A
You just,
classic threat.
she just
Yeah.
needs the curlers, and then
Right.
she's that's it. Yeah, you're set.
I took care of those lunkers.
A fine thing. Grown men sent to bed without supper. Shut up and deal.
It almost has a Hogan's Heroes kind of feel to it, but
One of our friends just landed a job. Oh, let's find out who on Nancy
Ethel.
and Swaggle. Hey,
gotta
Nancy,
be.
I got a job
Where?
What?
right here at the vegetable
Ugh.
market.
Oh, what's that?
The man said he'd give me a big salary.
Oh, boy. I wonder
Oh
if
my
Bucky
God,
made it out to the
Sluggo's
vegetable
voice.
market today.
The voices
Hi,
are
Sluggo.
definitely
get your big
not what I was
salary?
expecting.
Had you seen this before, Caitlin?
Never, no. Oh, this is
George, hit
upsetting.
pause.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
this must be a big event for you, like to hear their voices for the first time ever, right? I mean,
This
like,
is a huge deal. I mean, I think there's like an earlier animation of them, but they've never been animated well. But no, this is I mean, I've got a Nancy tattoo. It's the only tattoo I have. Is a Nancy tattoo. So this is like really hitting home
This
for
is
me.
canon.
But it's more so Sluggo's voice that's very upsetting. Like he's not. They're children. So though he's a weird character. He's like a homeless boy. I mean, he's a very poor boy that has no family. He lives in a house where the ceiling's like caving in and stuff. So it's very confusing. Like Nancy at least has her aunt.
and here he's holding a celery stalk.
You look at him now. Yeah.
The gag is they told him he would get a big salary if he worked at the store.
Ah.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
it.
Comic
Got it.
strips.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, here's someone whose jokes always ring the bell.
Fire bell, that is. Here comes Smokey Stover. I'm going to stop making donuts.
How come?
Because I'm tired of the whole business.
Nice.
Good gag.
You know how an octopus goes.
Did they borrow from Laugh-In? Is this like post Laugh-In?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Laugh-In was like 67, 68, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And
All
And
right.
later.
somebody's doing an impression of Ed Wynn from Mary Poppins. I love to laugh, that voice, which I always like that voice in cartoons.
What's the voice?
It's like, oh my, an octopus. That kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's a Nick Purr specialty right there. Yeah.
Ed Wynn.
In the bathroom?
Well, I don't know. How?
Well armed.
You know why astronauts never get hungry in space?
No, why?
Because they just had a big launch.
Hey, ready for this? What kind of footwear do you get from bananas?
I know.
Slippers. You know what you call an out-of-work jester?
No.
Nobody's fool.
Next,
fell on the
we
sound
come to a
effect
couple
machine.
of the brighter spots on the TV screen. Moon Merlin
Oh,
and
there's-
Teo.
There's Dilton. What's the nerd's name from? Come on,
Archie?
Caitlin. Yeah, Dalton. I think it's Dalton.
Oh.
Oh, is it? I don't even know.
I'll be impressed with my brain.
Survey said.
Hurry up, Uncle Willie.
You and your
We'll be
brothers
late
were
for the
Archie
podcast.
readers.
Oh, big time.
While you're
Yeah,
waiting,
I wasn't.
I'll show you some shadow pictures.
Okay.
Hey, guess what this is?
Hey, a bunny.
Right. And
Dilton.
now what?
It's a pussy cat.
All right. And now what's this?
A billy goat.
All right.
Oh, this is easy. A big fat hog.
Wrong. It's Uncle Willie.
Oh my! That was pretty good.
Yes, I thought we'd end that segment with some body shaming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good
You
way
could
to
do that back then. Yeah.
This is why newspaper comics don't really exist anymore.
Right.
You know what? My parents' local newspaper, they took out the comic section.
Yeah,
I think it's not
I'm
there anymore.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there still are some comic sections, but yeah, they're few and far between. So
Yeah. So, what do you think so far?
I love it. And I feel like the studio audience is really getting their money's worth. They're really enjoying themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I think the theme song was the best part so far.
100%.
I really
Yep.
liked that. Freaked out about Sluggo still, but I don't know. It has some promise.
I think he had
Who's
some
next?
sort of operation on his larynx on the previous episode, so it's just for continuity.
It would have made sense.
Yeah.
Caitlin, you said you have a Nancy tattoo. What about a Sluggo tattoo? Would you ever?
I
Is
should
that-
get one, but no, all I have is Nancy. It's kind of like it's like my brand. It's just simple Nancy tattoo, my trademark. Yeah.
Okay. All
It's
right.
on my ankle. I would show you, but like showing you that while I'm wearing a nightgown is like against FCC regulations. So,
It's
Do you
on the
think maybe-
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Do you think maybe once you reach a certain age that maybe you'd get a Kathy tattoo, like a different stage of your life?
you
You
never
know what I mean? Like
know.
you've
Yeah.
gone through your Nancy stage. Now maybe you're onto a new stage with maybe
Maxine.
Kathy. Or
Maxine,
Yeah,
when
I
you're
think
when you're in
I
your
think I'm
80s.
past Kathy. I'm closer to Maxine now than ever. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to watch some commercials of products that were comic strip related. Some are surprising. Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
It's yum yum fun that is cool and keen, and its name is the Snoopy Snow Cone Machine. You put ice cubes in and get a snow cone out.
This is fun.
Yum yum fun.
I can taste it. I can still taste it.
Some assembly required, and you mix the punch flavor.
It's yummy, Snoopy.
It's yum yum fun that is cool and keen,
Yummy.
and its name is the Snoopy Snow Cone Machine.
Snoopy Snoopy
went
Snow
really
Cone
high there.
Machine comes with everything you see here from Hasbro.
That is one of my favorite songs, and I do want that played at my funeral.
Was
Done.
Was the Hasbro logo just like two kids bumping butts just now?
Yeah.
I just
never
noticed
noticed
that,
that.
too. I think, yes, you're right.
It's so cute.
And it makes a little ding. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, it's a lovely night, Carita.
Yes, and the campfire is too warm and
drawings.
cheerful. I think we should put it out.
Smokey Bear says you should always put out your campfire.
Very well, Wednesday. Get some water. First, we'll drown the fire. Then we'll stir the coals. And drown it again.
Is it out now, dearest?
Dead out.
Darling, what a lovely way you have with words.
There are 2,000 vampires in Transylvania, believe it or not.
Come on, Pop, just play the game.
It's Ripley's Believe It or Not, the game of fascinating and far-fetched facts from Milton Bradley.
A cow has 4 stomachs, believe it or not.
Believe it.
Okay, 3 spaces.
The whipple tree has 1 leaf, believe it or not.
Not. You made it up.
Right, move 2 spaces.
That's the way this game works. You never know whether to believe it or not. Fascinating.
Do you have any of the originals of Believe It or Not at the Billy Ireland?
I think we have a couple, not many, but yeah.
Believe it.
I wish.
I love
Better
that,
believe
though. I had all those
too.
books. I love those books. Yeah.
I remember the magic like eraser ones or the highlighter. You know, you get those books with the secret highlighter and reveal like the answers to the Believe It or Nots. Those are great.
You know what my niece and nephew are obsessed with right now are Guinness Book of World Records books. Like,
I loved that when I was a kid.
I did too. I feel like those are made just for kids. I feel like kids. Does anybody else care about them? I don't think anybody else cares about them.
I think everyone cares about fun facts, and those are some
Yes.
fun facts, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's what it's all about.
My
I might
niece,
get a tattoo that says "Everyone cares about fun facts." I think that is profound.
my niece asked for Christmas. She asked specifically for Guinness Book of World Records 2012.
What?
No idea why 2012, but
What year was she born?
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's 2012. Yeah.
It was a big year for records.
Yeah, it was a huge one. Yeah.
You know, knowledge is power.
Cucumbers. What's
And
that?
when I feel like, knowledge is power. And when you're a kid and you can like share little things that other kids don't know, I mean, that's really.
That's a good point.
that's
That's
big
what it
stuff,
is.
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it's
little
like
anecdotes.
shocking stuff. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Did you know the world's fattest twins rode motorcycles? No, I didn't, little girl. See, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I wonder if they've been usurped at this point. Those the motorcycle, the chubby motorcycle riders.
Have to be, yeah, probably, but
I
not
don't
in my
know.
heart.
I don't know if anybody's beating them, Nick.
Well, ask your niece to report back.
Okay, I will.
As of 2012,
Capcom introduces Little Nemo, the Dream Master. We tapped into your deepest, darkest nightmares.
Hold on, Eddie. I think we got something. This could be it. I'm getting snakes, wasps. Wow, look at this stuff.
Big-lipped tadpoles.
This kid's turned himself into a killer bee. These kids are strange.
Who dreamed up something so weird? You did.
This one's riding a purple lizard. Holy smoke!
What is going on?
Dream Master for Nintendo by Capcom.
yeah. So that's Little Nemo in Slumberland. I don't know if it's in. Is it in public domain yet?
Oh yeah. In fact, there's a new movie coming out with Jason Momoa as like Little Nemo. Or no, I don't know who he plays, but it's based on Little Nemo in Slumberland.
Wait, who's Little Nemo? I don't know who this is.
That's like it was. Oh man, created by
Cap
Winsor
like I
McKay in the early 1900s. It was like the first and most successful fantasy comic of the time.
It's amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. It's about like a little kid that goes to sleep and has adventures in Slumberland every night, and then the strip would end with him falling out of bed or his parents waking him up or whatever.
Oh, wow.
It's really incredible.
And that was the video game version of that then, huh?
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
I had no idea existed.
Do you know me? Who cares? That, of course, is Garfield. He's fat, full-figured, ill-mannered,
Renzo
and to
Music.
think I
Is that Jim
created him.
Davis?
But
That's Jimmy
sometimes when
D.
I travel without the tubby tabby. People don't know my name, so I carry the American Express card, and wherever I go, folks treat me like a fat cat.
Fat chance. To apply for the card, look for an application.
He does look
and
like
take
John.
one.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
I think there's another ad where it's just him like pushing a wheelbarrow full of money between one commercial set to another. It's amazing. Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Wait. I'm going to throw something out, an idea out for the Billy Ireland Museum. I feel like you guys got to do some sort of a, I don't know, film festival or like some sort of or have us come in and we'll just play all these like cartoons up on the big screen at the Wexner Center, and what do you think? I mean, there's something here, right?
I love it.
Oh man.
No. The way you bill it, you say get to hear Sluggo's voice for the first time ever.
Wow.
That's going to bring the people in.
You're right.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Just spitballing. Yeah.
The line out the door. They want to hear Sluggo's voice.
Sluggo
Never seen
speaks
anything like it.
tonight at 9.
Sluggo's voice tonight. All right. Let's hear more Sluggo.
Now, let's open the door to the drop house.
Oh, look, Sandy. An island. Terra firma at long last.
Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, and solid line, too. Wow.
What?
Oh, for Pete's sake, shut that door.
I don't get it. Why is there a door there?
Let's rejoin Reggie
Comedy.
and Moose at Swedlow's Swamp.
Hi, Fright fans. Reggie Mantle here. As your reporter predicted, there are no ghosts anywhere in the vicinity. So we're going to wrap it up and...
Reg, come in!
The ghost has got Reg. You hear? He's got him.
Did you see Archie panicking? Can you back it up? I want to see Archie panicking again.
His nasally voices.
Yeah, his voice is not good. But look at how
chin?
look at him panicking right there.
Good body language.
Good thumbnail.
It is.
All right,
That's a
we've got a
thumbnail.
thumbnail.
There it is.
It's not going to be Moon Mullins, that's for sure.
The ghost has got Reg. You hear? He's got him.
The ghost.
Thanks. Ethel, I needed that.
Come on, gang, to the Tailmobile!
I hope we're in time to save poor Reggie.
Hey, Moose, when's that camera gonna be fixed?
I don't know. I still keep getting a
That's a good
ghost
voice for Moose.
image.
Yeah.
Let me at this thing. Boy, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Did you find the trouble, Reg?
Did you find the trouble, Reg? Yes, I found the trouble. We have to replace this tube. Boob.
Ooh.
There's Reggie's truck. But where's Reg?
And where's Moose?
So essentially, we've turned into a Scooby-Doo episode. That's the back
Get a
end.
fan.
Yeah,
It really is.
that's the back end
mystery.
of this series.
Yeah.
The background paintings are beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah,
See, I
they're
never
gorgeous.
noticed stuff like that.
Oh, look how beautiful they are, right?
But yes, you're right. Absolutely. But I never look at that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Somebody painted those.
yes.
It's a whole form of artistry in itself. And you know, Archie has had like a renaissance lately with that Riverdale show, and in
It's
it,
sexy.
Moose is gay in it, which is
For real.
yeah. There's quite a few gay characters, and I don't know. I'm kind of a fan, to be honest.
I picked up
A
one of the
guilty
comics.
pleasure.
I picked up one of the comics a couple years ago. Didn't like Archie die in one of them? Didn't he get murdered or
He
something?
did.
Or,
There's like Archie zombies and
There's
stuff.
zombie
Yeah,
one.
there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Floodgates are open.
I bought the one where he died thinking it was going to be worth something, but I haven't checked eBay in a while.
Yeah. Give it time.
Jughead's an incel. The whole thing is very.
Another two. And don't move till I get back.
But what about the ghost?
Ghosts? You big baby. What did I ever do to deserve that fraidy cat? Is that you? You.
Boy.
That you? You're not Moose, you're a ghost. Moose!
Even the owl is tired of the gag.
Come in, Reg.
I think they went too far with Moose's voice.
Yeah.
He's testing me. Oh no, I'm too smart to fall for that.
Oh, here comes the xylophone.
He's over there!
They pull somebody's mask off at the end.
Rich! Ribbit. Oh, we still got that blanket in the truck.
TV.
I wish Reggie'd come back. It's spooky out here alone.
That's a thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's me, Moose.
It's a living.
Here's the blanket.
He only knows how to shrug.
He's the ghost.
Is there an actual ghost? I'm confused. It's just chaos.
I believe Joe calls this a cacophony.
Yeah.
This is a cacophony.
There's too many gags.
No, but I'll take this over like boring dialogue, like chit-chatting. This is action.
I don't know. You got Pandemonium handy?
Reggie, he's the ghost.
What are you
He
doing
doesn't have the
running
grid
around
on his
under that blanket?
sides of his hair.
What are you talking
What?
about?
Does he have an
accent? Trying to keep warm.
You mean there really is no ghost?
Of course not. Well, we really knew that. We were just going along with a gag. Right, Jug?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure. Everybody knows there's no such thing as ghosts. Right, gang?
Sure. Right.
Oh.
Should I just edit all that out?
Yeah. Except for this.
Yeah.
They just used up all their animation on this.
Yeah, it's a minute in the front and a minute at the end.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry to say that the Dick Tracy part was worse.
Really?
As was the Broomhilda part. Yeah.
Oh, did you cut that out?
Yeah.
What about Emmy Lou?
What's that?
No, Emmy Lou?
There wasn't in this episode. No, there wasn't. Ooh, still going.
You've done it again, Sutherland.
It's a good way to fill time.
Oh, I want to hear the Ramones sing this. Genuinely great song. That's the
best part for sure.
That's the only good thing about that. They got the voices completely wrong. That was
Well,
not
there were only
Archie's voice.
4 people who did all the voices of all the different comic strips. So I understand why some of them were, well.
And none of them were Welker, I assume, right? That was the missing ingredient.
0 Welkers.
Yeah, this was.
problem.
Yeah, I think he was busy with Scooby-Doo.
Every other cartoon?
Yeah, right.
Every other cartoon in the world?
He was across the hall at that studio.
Doing every single cartoon.
All right, so we're just going to do a real brief game here. It's so brief, I just came up with it while we were watching that. This is George's Believe It or Not, based on the comic strip Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Very familiar.
I don't know if you
Extremely familiar.
tied this together. Okay, so question 1. In Mexico, Nancy and Sluggo are known as Paraquita and Tito.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Believe it.
I'll believe it.
Yeah, I'll go not just for the sake of being different.
Yeah,
Paraquita.
Yeah. And
I have
Tito
a few
is
issues of this.
Oh, all right. Well, so this is already unfair.
Maybe that could be your Sluggo tattoo right there. The one in the Jack in the Box.
I was gonna say you should get the
Caitlin.
Jack in the Box. I'll get the Sluggo there.
Oh, you'll get Sluggo with an actual. Yeah. Okay.
Like with a black eye, or
Right.
but his throat punched, which is why his voice sounded the way it did in the cartoon.
I'm
That
gonna
makes the most sense.
I'm gonna get that painting as a tattoo. Question 2: the term Foo Fighters came from Smokey Stover comic strips.
Believe it or not.
Believe it.
I'm gonna believe that too because I thought I saw the word "foo" in something earlier,
I
and
thought it stemmed from World War II, but so I'll say not on this one.
Smokey Stover, the foolish Foo Fighter. Now, Caitlin, you knew that already? Yeah. All right. Okay. So here's a little trick going forward. When Caitlin instantly answers something, probably follow that.
that's what I've been doing.
Smart. Smart.
2-2, we're tied.
Question 3.
We'll see what happens.
In 1969, while inside the landing module on the moon, Neil Armstrong asked Mission Control to read him each of the Dropouts comic strips he'd missed on the flight so far.
Believe it or not.
I'm gonna say not. It was actually the Kassenjammer twins.
I'm gonna wait for Caitlin to answer.
I'm gonna say no. I believe it. I do
I'm
not believe
I'm
it.
gonna go no too. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
no
that
way.
didn't
There's no
happen.
way. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's a great one.
But I'd
So
already
3-3, and Nick has 0. Yep. Right.
Well, I got that last one right.
Okay, question 4. In 1929, Moon Mullen's brother K.O. became the mascot of a chocolate drink.
Believe it or not.
Yes, believe it.
I'll go yes on that one.
I believe it as well. It's too specific.
Drink K.O.,
Mhm.
the ideal chocolate drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 5 of 5. Several panels in The Captain and the Kids in 1943 were used to secretly spread American military secrets.
Believe it or not.
I'm gonna
That would be
say.
cool if it was
I'm gonna say.
true.
I'm gonna go with yes on that.
I don't know about this, but I'll say yes too because I want to believe.
I'll believe it and then option it for a movie if it's true.
Okay, so I made that up, but
Oh.
but this is kind of awesome. In British newspapers, right before the D-Day landing, somebody noticed that several of the code words appeared in British crossword puzzles as answers. This is completely true.
Overlord.
Yes, that's why I know about this. But like,
is that how you named your band? Because of that?
Yes. Yeah, I
Really?
thought it was super cool. And yeah, so like Utah for Utah Beach, and the whole thing was named Operation Overlord. They looked into it for years, and nobody would admit to anything until it turned out the creator of the crossword puzzle had overheard American troops gossiping at a local bar and saying everything right out in the open. And so when he was thinking of crossword puzzle clues, he would just use those. But apparently not espionage, but a crazy coincidence.
Wow.
That's amazing. Huh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so did we get it right or did we get it wrong? I think we got it right.
Sure. Okay.
Yes, we
I think
won.
everybody got all of them right.
Somehow. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Good.
cooperative game. It was a cooperative one.
Right. Now, let's see. Nick, you asked me to mention Christopher's anime drawings. Is that correct?
Yeah, Joe, do you have those? Because we met a guy in Albany. This is a VCR party and found footage festival viewer, and he did some drawings of the Shaturday gang.
Well,
and Caitlin, you were included in it, so that's why we wanted to save it for a Shaturday.
Exactly. All right, let me just put these in order here. So, all right. So, he give them to me in a folder. So, yeah, thank you, Chris. He like showed up and he like pencil drawings and everything. Caitlin, here's yours first.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's like a manga style.
Yeah,
TV.
manga.
Yep, I love it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
hold on.
awesome.
I'm
I
d-
love
I'm-
my glasses, and I'm wearing a Gertie the Dinosaur shirt. So that's a reference to Winsor McKay, who created Little Nemo in Slumberland, and then created a bunch of the first animations ever made, including Gertie the Dinosaur. Thank you, Chris.
But
I
also
love
look at the bowl. Is that bowl that somebody had made for us? Like
Those
it's
details.
attention
Mwah.
to detail here.
Fantastic.
And then his penmanship is fantastic too. And he
Wow, look at that.
Galen. Yeah.
Oh my
That's some
gosh.
great penmanship.
Star of Shaturday. Well, that's,
Yes.
you know.
All right. So here's
Special guest.
he made chop. Wait,
Amazing.
is that me?
Yeah, I think that's you.
Oh, that
with
is
the
me,
turbo
isn't
grader.
it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay, that is me. All right, I thought that
Beautiful.
was okay. Yeah,
Because I'm
turbo
steel.
gravy.
Chop
Yeah,
and
because you're
steel.
steel. Yeah, okay.
Mhm,
All right, there we go. Then he made Dark Lord Blood, a VCR party. Like,
Great.
look at that. That's pretty great.
Excellent.
Yeah. Then he made this one here, Daniel Songer. He made a Daniel Songer one
That's
too. Yeah.
Very good.
Then he made George.
I like it.
Wow.
Yeah. He made a George.
Oh, like little kid George.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
And future George, if all goes well.
And then, well, I guess I thought that this was me before, but I was the chop
Steve.
before.
That's
But this is
Steve, yeah.
Steve, and I don't think he made a Nick.
I think he got mad at me because I wasn't nice to him after a show one time. So maybe that was the punishment. But
Yeah.
What?
no, I was nice to him, but I think he didn't
No,
think
I
I
understand.
was.
You were
so,
probably
yeah,
at the table selling merch,
I was
and
trying
you
to
didn't
do
have
my
time
job.
for
Yeah, it happens.
for
Well, I
friendship.
got to earn it. I guess you got to earn them.
Wow. All
I
right.
hope to
So
one day be in the good graces to get my own
Well,
drawing.
Thank you, Chris.
maybe
They're
you
awesome.
yes, thank you, Chris, and maybe someday Nick will be nice to you.
I'll try.
So, yeah.
I really will. I want one of those drawings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I learned a lot about old comics and sound effects. George, what did you learn?
Well, comics as an art form span the 20th century, reflecting and even changing our culture. Some argue that panels as a method for relating comedy or just information is outmoded. Nonsense, I say. The 1 to 4 static drawings in a row each weekday help us see the relationships between sequential events. It allows us to understand logic and reason and causality. But really, we love comic strips because comics strip us of our sadness. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
They strip us of the okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very
Alright.
good.
It's all making sense.
Well, let me mention that we're actually going to be in your neck of the woods next week, I believe, Kaylin. We will be playing right across from the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum with our Christmas show, our holiday show, and I'm sure we'll see you there. And so people who are going to that could even stop by the museum earlier in the day, right? What's going on there?
Yeah, so we have 2 brand new exhibits up right now that just opened and a couple weeks ago. One of them is called Art of the News, Comics Journalism. And the other one is Man Saves Comics, Bill Blackbeard's Treasure of 20th Century Newspapers. That one is co-curated by me. And I'm excited to share for anyone who's watching, who watches CBS Sunday Morning, that they're going to do a special about that exhibit that I co-curated that'll be airing sometime in January or February.
Are you going to be interviewed on it? Because I love CBS Sunday. I love that show.
Yeah.
Jane Pauley.
Oof,
Oh
man.
boy. So
I'm nervous.
have
I'm
you
real
already
nervous.
interviewed? Have you already been interviewed? It hasn't happened
No,
yet, or it's going to happen?
Coming out a week from today to do this.
Oh,
so,
can we
yeah.
give you some words to work into the interview?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
No, let's do it. Like
Yeah.
if we can just like work in like what's a
Like,
phrase like
Moon Mullins, like something made up like that.
Let's go for that. Notary Sojak.
Can you work in something about like maybe like Frank Welker? Just be like, and like a lot of people say he's like the Frank Welker of this kind of sketch illustration.
I'll do what I can.
Bill Blackbeard was the G.G. Allen of collecting newspapers.
Can you
then I
work?
hope they do your segment, and then they'll have like some footage of just icicles melting. Things, they always have that like nature footage they end with. It's very
really
cute.
soft
It's always like a sun, like a different drawing, like a illustration
Right.
of the sun,
sun
or
is their
something.
But there's the nature footage that they just kind of let play. It's a very gentle show, and I think it's great. I still watch that show.
I'm excited, and yeah. So if anyone who's in town for the found footage event, come to the Billy Ireland. We're open from 1 to 5 p.m. that day, and you can see the new exhibits.
Fantastic. All right, we will see Caitlin soon, and hopefully see you all there. And until next time, happy Shaturday, everybody.
Happy Shaturday, Tanglewood.
Believe it or not.